disappointing night, but you couldn't ask much more from your players, could you?
Well, you can ask more because obviously we've conceded 2 goals and not scored, so there's always more. We can't have too much of that mentality. But I also know that it wasn't a bad performance. I think someone told me we've had 15 shots and obviously commitment levels and effort levels were there. And the first half went as we sort of planned the game would go in terms of being compact, being low. Again, Spurs obviously playing a certain way. Son's had a good chance early on, of course, but apart from the goal, which I'll talk about in a sec, we were good defensively in the game. Needed to manage the ball a little better, and it's such a sort of tempting thing to attack quick because of the space that they give on the high line and things like that, and that can sometimes result in turning the ball over quickly. Try it because it's a hard thing to do, to try and get in behind. And the one moment we've come away from our low block work with doubling up on the side and letting the ball come into the box with too much quality and then not marking in the box is the moment that cost us in terms of the first goal, and that is this level. What we're not doing is the opposite to opponents. So we've had enough moments around their box, we've had enough moments to make a final pass, we've had enough moments to shoot, if you like, with 15 shots, if that's what it was. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. And not really done enough to really look like a threatening team. So that's on us, we've got to show more quality in them final third. And that's really where the result, like obviously the second goal is just like we've come out, we've started well second half, we've got the offside goal, which is a little bit frustrating because we know Spurs defend the box like they do. It's exactly the ball we worked on with Nico putting in, but 3 lads are offside and we've done a lot of work on that, so that's a bit frustrating. But then, disallowed goal, some moments of set pieces, some good momentum in the game, and then we concede that second goal, which is just, it'll speak for itself in what happened. And in the end, that did end up giving us too much to do. Red card helped a little bit, of course, because of numbers. But we've not, we've not shown enough in the final third to really score a goal or two, and that's something we've got to get better at.
Second goal, as you mentioned, has not quite killed you off, but I mean that's a horrible thing, horrible way to concede, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, and the timing of it, I mean the crowd were brilliant again from start to finish, but it was really good then, wasn't it? With the way we started the second half, and it was like, right, come on then, we're in this now, and you felt like if anybody was going to score, it was going to be us. So just to concede that in the manner is, yeah.
And you mentioned it was you that scored. I mean, we're talking fractions, but as you say, Anthony was just offside, wasn't he? And maybe one or two others as well.
And the fine margins that I don't want to say like are going against us, because we've got to make them go for us. It's on us, and we have to take responsibility to do better in their moments.
It's 1 win in 13,
yeah,
Steve. I mean, we talk every interview at the moment, don't we?
No problem,
about the pressure on you. At what stage does a blip become a bit of a crisis?
Well, that's for other people to discuss. I don't know if I'm under pressure or not, because I don't think about that, So, and I'm not going to, because it's counterproductive to my mindset, Why I have to do my job. I'm head coach of the football club, and that, coaching the team is about looking back at the last game, preparing for the next game, and everything that goes on with training exercises, game plans, development program off the pitch, on the pitch, all of them things, and I will continue just to absolutely give everything to that. What else is going to be said, written, noise, etc., I can't say it's out of my control, because results are in my control, but it's just not something I'm going to fall for getting too invested in. I will just continue to review this game, get ready to see the players, and prepare for the next one, and anything else that will be said and told about that is not something that is going to interfere in my mind.
And that, when you talk about the quality and not quite being there in the final third and not doing what opposition teams are doing to you, is that in there? Is that in your squad? Have you got it in there? It's just a question of getting it out.
Yeah, we have to, and like what's really important in moments like this is that you believe as much as you can in each other, because the moment you start doubting and losing belief is the moment you can knock confidence, is the moment you can question yourself, each other, and then them defining moments become even further away from being productive. So in difficult moments, and we are. There's no doubt about that. It's really important to stick together, and there is a togetherness, but it's got to be belief with myself and the players and the staff to see that we can do good things.
And on the run you're on, there wouldn't be many clubs where you have the togetherness that you've got here. There wouldn't be many clubs where you've got the support, both of you personally, but also for your team. Third consecutive home defeat. You know all the stats, so I don't need to go over them all again. To still get that support, that shows a togetherness, shows so many people want you to succeed.
Yeah, and and I want to succeed for them as well, and I want to succeed for the players and the staff, because I see how committed everybody is and how much everybody cares about the progression and the performance of the football club. So yeah, and it's I wish it was different, of course. I wish that the noise tonight was because the team were winning and all of that sort of stuff. But to think that we're getting that noise when the team isn't is something that's unique. But we're at the stage now as a coaching staff and a set of players where we've got to not become entitled by. Well, we're never entitled. We're not. We've got to turn it. We've got to turn it, and that's the headline of it.
A couple of times last season it got really tough, and you did turn it.
Yeah. Is
this tougher? How does it compare to those occasions last season?
I don't know. We've been here before for sure, like you said, and it's a run that's gone on too long. But for a team like we are and where we're at in our progression and being our second season in the league, you will go through moments of poor results. But the key, as you said, like last year, is to get something to get us out of it. And we've got to get them defining moments. We can't give away goals like that tonight. We've got to score a goal or two, etc., etc. And but that's on us, Colin. I'm repeating myself. That's on us. So there's no point comparing it to last year, apart from saying that it's possible, to stop these runs and to get better. And that's what we've got to believe in doing.